Good evening, everyone. Late Night Mega here, and tonight we're playing Pokemon Shield Online Ranked Battle Spot Singles. So put on your PJs and prepare for some cliches. So this is the first singles team I've made. A Pokemon that really intrigued me upon the release of Sword and Shield was Hatterene. So that's where I wanted to base this team around. So Hatterene has really sky-high special attack, pretty decent defense, especially special defense, but it has abysmal speed. And so what you do is you bring out Hatterene and you use Trick Room. That will invert the speed on all of the Pokemon. So basically, Hatterene is going to then outspeed darn near everything. At which point you just go for Dynamax and nuke some things with Psychic, Dazzling Gleam, and Mystical Fire. And the max moves of those. So the other idea is we got to get Hatterene in, and to do that we have a couple Pokemon with U-Turn and one with Volt Switch. So we've got Choice Scarf, Dragapult, nothing's going to outspeed that thing. Dragon Darts, U-Turn, Phantom Force, and Steel Ring. It's a purely physical Dragapult. Then we have Haxorus, because I don't like Mimikyu. Hatterene doesn't really like Mimikyu. And so to beat Mimikyu, Haxorus has the Mold Breaker ability, which will completely nullify Mimikyu's ability. And we just go for the Iron Tail, or Dynamax and go for the Max Steel Spike, since I don't really want to miss Iron Tail. But other than that, the Haxorus can also set up with Dragon Dance and then just go to town as well. We're throwing a lot of power around on this board. And then we have Darmanitan, who's holding the Choice Band. Basic U-Turn, Ice Punch again. I don't want to miss Icicle Crash, and I think when we have the boosted power of Choice Band and his Guerrilla Tactics abilities, we're not really going to need the additional little bit of battle power from Icicle Crash. Flare Blitz and Earthquake to round him out. Then we have the Rotom with Will-O-Wisp. That will burn opponents and cut their physical attack in half. Volt Switch, Overheat, pretty standard. I wanted to run like a substitute in that 4th slot though, but it doesn't play well with Volt Switch. So instead I opted for Hex over like Thunderbolt or Discharge. Hex will give us, alternative coverage, because some things such as, Dragapult could switch in. Well, they don't really want to switch in on Will-O-Wisp most of the time, but they could. And we couldn't really damage them back with Volt Switch or Overheat, but we certainly can with Hex, among many other Pokemon. And then finally, I wanted another Pokemon that could actually take advantage of Trick Room in the case of Hatterene being dead after getting Trick Room up. And so I opted for a Ferrothorn here, and I just went, normally I go for defensive Ferrothorn, but for this case I decided to go like an all-out offensive set with Assault Vest, with Gyro Ball, Power Whip, Knockoff, and Explosion. So yeah, this is the first team we built. I don't know how good it's really going to be. We're going to take it on the ranked battles and just kind of see how it does. So I'll meet you at the first game. Alright, so we are getting set for our first ever ranked battle. I am starting at the bottom, the beginner tier. And we can change the music, we can make it random. We're going to listen to the Gym Leader theme because I like that theme. One of my favorites in the game. And we are already matched up against an opponent. Now the cool thing I like about this battle spot, you see your opponent's team. So you each make a team of 6. I see a Mimikyu there, Gyarados, Corviknight. Okay, well, Mimikyu and Corviknight can cause me issues. I'm going to bring Haxorus because it takes care of the Mimikyu, and Rotom should take care of the Corviknight. And Hatterene will try to be Hatterene. Yeah, so we're not starting with a U-Turner, but that's okay. So what I like about this format is you see 6 Pokemon, you make a team of 6, but each battle you're only bringing 3 Pokemon. So there's an additional layer of strategy of, what do you bring and what the heck does this thing do? I know this is a Bug Psychic type, and I know it's really defensive, but I don't know what it's going to do to me. What should I even do here? You know what? I think I'm just going to go with Dragon Dance and just see if my opponent can answer that. I've got a Focus Sash. Let's see what he does. Sticky Web. Oh, my Hatterene is going to thank you. So Sticky Web, it is a entry hazard, so anything that doesn't fly or levitates, I think, will be affected by it. And it will lower their speed by 1 stage upon entry. We'll just go with Dragon Claw. That did quite a chunk of damage. Yeah, I told you, that thing is defensive. With Reflect Up, you're still not answering this. Okay, that's down. This is one thing I like about Haxorus, too. Haxorus can sweep all on its own. Oh, Mimikyu. This is exactly why I brought the Haxorus. Do you not know how Mold Breaker works? So Mimikyu has this ability called Disguise, which means I hate it. Basically, it will absorb whatever the first damaging attack is, and it will instead just break its Disguise. It'll lose 1/8 of its health for breaking its Disguise, but otherwise it's not damaged from the actual attack. But Haxorus has Mold Breaker, which means he gets to ignore that Disguise ability entirely. So we're going to maximize our potential here with some Max Steel Spikes. Yeah, and we'll just be done with this Mimikyu. We'll also get a defense boost out of this. So we have a defense, attack, and speed boost on our Haxorus right now. Can you answer this? Dragapult. That's not really going to help. Although he does have a Reflect Up, so he might survive this shot. He's gonna Dynamax. Of course he's gonna Dynamax. It's the last Pokemon. And we got the crowd chanting music. So yeah, you have an additional layer of strategy by having to decide which 3 Pokemon to bring into battle. Like, I said I brought the Rotom to contend with Corviknight. Well, he didn't bring Corviknight. That's not to say that Rotom's going to be completely useless otherwise, but oh, he survived. Well, we're going to get an attack drop here. We're faster because we got the Dragon Dance up. So we're going to 2-shot him. He can't 1-shot us. Oh, dang. He can come close, though. He can come close. But that is all he can do. And battle was canceled. That means he forfeited. So awesome. We're off to a good start. We got our first win. Although we didn't get to do the Hatterene thing. That's okay. We're not always going to get to do the Hatterene thing. No, I don't need to see... I don't need to see his team. Let's continue battling. I think I was also trying to... Yeah, I selected this. I was trying to get to the preview here that you saw that we started this video with. I didn't figure out how to do that until after I recorded these battles. So I was like, okay, well, let's just keep going with battles for now. And all right, searching for another Pokemon. So yeah, you have an additional layer of strategy. I really like that. I've always liked that format of, C6, bring 3. And it also means that things like Hatterene using Trick Room, you're not going to have 6 Pokemon that you have to go through. You only have to go through 3 of your opponent's Pokemon. So Trick Room is like perfect for this format when it's 3v3. Okay, we got to press X to see. We got Dracovish, Dragapult, Ferrothorn. There's a Mimikyu again. Gyarados, and is that a Drillbur? I can't see what that is on my editing screen that I'm watching this from because it's smaller. Okay, so let's go with Dragapult, Hatterene, and Haxorus. We'll go with both our dragons here. We're going to want the Haxorus for the Mimikyu, but we're not going to lead with Haxorus this time. We're going to try to see if we can U-turn our way into some Hatterene action. Alright, he's got Dragapult. But you know what? Mine is a Choice Scarf, Max Speed Dragapult. You are not faster than me, sir. I should just go for the Dragon Darts. That should probably kill it. It has average-ish defenses. Yeah, we're just going to fire off Dragon Darts here. Dragon Darts will let us get 2 shots in for the price of 1. You'd think that would be good against Mimikyu, but Mimikyu being half fairy is immune to dragon attacks. And yeah, there goes his Dragapult. Yeah, I'm Choice Scarfed. Of course, Choice Scarf means I'm locked into using Dragon Dart, so I'll have to manually... Okay, we'll Dragon Darts everything. That's how this is gonna go. Oh, that didn't quite do half, so yeah, we're not gonna get the KO here. Vicious Wren, that's... You do realize we resist that. That was a critical hit. Wow. Well, let's just throw some more Dragon Darts around. He's gonna switch. Okay, now here's the thing. We know all 3 of our opponent's Pokemon. One is dead. One is that thing, and the other is Ferrothorn, so there's no Mimikyu. He doesn't even know the other 2 Pokemon we brought. I want to get Hatterene in on this. We gotta switch out. I want to get Hatterene in on this, because Hatterene knows Mystical Fire and will obliterate this thing. But I don't want to just switch Hatterene into a big Steel-type attack. Because Hatterene is weak to Steel, despite having really good defenses. And I looked up its base stats. I was a little bit mistaken earlier. It's got better... Oh man, I should have went into Hatterene if you were going to do that. Because that would just bounce right back at you. Yeah, but still, then he could fire off Steel-type attacks. I don't know what this Ferrothorn has. Broke my focus sash, that's okay. So yeah, I actually don't need this Haxorus at all, because as long as Hatterene picks off the Ferrothorn, the Dragapult can come back in and finish up the Dracovish if it has to. Curse. Okay, so this thing could be running Gyro Ball. So it's got Leech Seed, Curse. Curse is not what I wanted to see. And then again, just use Gyro Ball and kill my Haxorus, please. The best I can do is neutral damage. This isn't going to do too much. I could Dynamax, but no, there's no reason to. I guess we'll just fire off an Earthquake until this Ferrothorn... I just want this Haxorus dead. I don't want to risk switching it. That's one thing I'm bad at when it comes to competitive Pokemon. Of course, someone's probably going to be looking at my team and be like, Late Night Mega, your team is so bad. Well, this is the team I'm playing, so this is what we're working with right now. I do have some ideas to switch things up in the future, if need be. So that's the thing about Pokemon competitive battling. You just build a team and test it out, try it out in a number of battles, see if it works, change some things that aren't. The changing part is the part that takes the longest, by the way. and then run the team back again and see how it goes. I mean, we're doing some damage here, but it's just using Curse. I want to know what your other moves are. Then again, with all your power boosts, I don't feel safe just going for a manual switch. I want to know your attacks. Also, with all this cursing that the Ferrothorn is doing, I'm not even going to need to protect. Okay, so you have Protect, Leech Seed, Curse. I don't agree with this moveset. I'll explain why in a minute. With all this cursing you can do, when I do bring my Hatterene in, I don't even need to spend a turn using Trick Room. I will probably be faster than this Ferrothorn and just kill it with Mystical Fire. Can we just get to that point, please? So, I disagree with this move set on the Ferrothorn. I do like Leech Seed and Protect together, but not with Curse. Because when you're throwing in Curse there, you're boosting your attack, you're boosting your defense, lowering your speed. Oh, Power Whip. You don't have Gyro Ball. Okay. Cool, you killed my Haxorus. Thank you. That's what I wanted you to do 5 minutes ago. But see, now the only offensive move it has is Power Whip. And you're going with Curse. To me, when you're using a setup move like that, you want at least 2 attacking moves. In case, you know, whatever you're fighting against isn't very effective with Power Whip. Or, you know, you run out of PP with Power Whip, because that's a very real possibility. So we're just going to maximize our potential here, not going for the Trick Room. Because who needs Trick Room? I mean, I kind of wanted to use Trick Room, but it doesn't make sense in this scenario. So I'm not going to force a Trick Room or force a strategy if I don't need to. You gotta adapt to the situation. We should be faster after all those curses. Yeah. You're not surviving that. Because that is coming off of the special attack. And it's also going to set the Sunlight, which is going to be important for Mr. Vicious Rend over here. Because that's going to cut his water attack power. He's not going to use a dragon attack because we're immune to that. Hatterene's a fairy. So what's he going to do? I mean, he's going to get to go first. He's going to get to do something. We're just going to go max Starfall. He's Dynamaxing with this, because he hasn't Dynamaxed either. Although it's not really going to work out well for him since he's so low on health already. But you can't blame him for trying. Alright, what you got? Max Geyser. Alright, hang on, Hatterene. No, that was pathetic. Oh, you set the rain. You canceled out my sun. The thing is, I don't care. I've canceled out your Pokemon. Yeah, if we had Trick Room up, Hatterene would have just went first there. That's what I want to happen. We'll see if we can get that to happen in the next fight. Alright, so things are going pretty well for us. You know, I don't need to see his team. Oh, hooray, we're rank 2 now. I don't remember how many ranks you have to get up in order to... And then we'll get to, like, the Pokeball tier, Great Ball tier, Ultra Ball tier, Master Ball tier. What I want to do is get to the Master Ball tier, because once you do, at the end of the season, you'll get some nice rewards. I want to say Master Ball tier is given like 500 battle points or something ridiculous like that. Alright, we got Sirfetch'd, Gyarados, Whimsicott, Arcanine, Snorlax, and of course the Mimikyu. I'm looking at this team, and I'm like, I immediately wanted to go with Haxorus, but Haxorus would just be for the Mimikyu. I think Rotom can handle that. Oh, pardon me. So we're going to go Dragapult, Rotom, and Hatterene? Is that what we want to do? We've got time. I should... Oh, we are going to bring Haxorus. No, we're not. I know we're not. I'm post-commentary late night, I guess. I go back to my initial instincts. Because every time I second-guess myself on that, I end up doing something wrong. Of course, someone's going to be like, no, you should have brought these three instead. And you'll probably be right. It has been far too long since I did competitive battling to any sort of a degree where I could become good at it. So we might have some rough patches here. Intimidate, not going to work because I'm Clear Body. And I went and switched the theme to Marnie's theme. Because I like this theme too. Okay. I was expecting the Arcanine here to use Will-O-Wisp. I didn't know what else it was going to go for. So we're going to try and bring out Hatterene because Will-O-Wisp is not even going to work on Hatterene with our Magic Bounce ability. But it doesn't go for... Ouch. That's not what I wanted to have happen. And now I'm like trying to do math. I'm like, do I have enough to live another one of those? Maybe he's not gonna. He's gonna. Yeah, this is not how this team is supposed to go. Okay. I mean, Rotom, I can't burn the thing because it's a fire type. It's clearly just going to smack me around with some physical attacks. But I can still lower its attack by Dynamaxing here. Max Wormwind, I guess that's what we're going to do. Alright, Max Wormwind. That did a lot of damage, but it didn't kill it. Now, the other... Okay, that did some damage. Let's just fire off another... Do any of these increase my stats? The Steel Spikes will. We'll just go with the Max Wormwind. He could switch in Mimikyu. That could be an issue if he switches in Mimikyu on this. Alright, so what's it gonna be? It's Snorlax. I don't know how I feel about this yet. Let's see what this does. That was pretty decent damage. Lowered his attack, which Snorlax probably a physical attacker here. And it activated his berry. Figgy Berry. We might knock it out from this range. We might not. Okay, now we're definitely not going to knock it out because he's Dynamaxing. Now, the other issue here is since I Dynamaxed first, that means, and we didn't Dynamax at the same time, that means that my Dynamax is going to go away, and my opponent's going to have some turns with a Dynamax Pokemon while I don't have a Dynamax Pokemon. So that is one thing to be mindful of when choosing when to Dynamax. We got 2 attack drops on this thing. What's the Snorlax going to do to me, though? Like, you can't do that, bro. G-Max Replenish, that's not going to work because I'm a Ghost type. What it would do is it would deal damage to me. It's a normal type move. And it would replenish his berry as well. So it's like Recycle plus a damaging attack. We're going to just fire off some Dragon Darts, try and finish this thing off. Max Steel Spike is going to be his play. And now he's got a defense boost. We might need a critical hit here to finish him. Yeah, we didn't quite get there. Now that is actually his 3rd turn with the Dynamax, so he's going to be done with Dynamaxing. Defense boosts aren't going to matter because we have Rotom in the back here. Now I know this looks really bad because we're looking at a 3-on-1 situation. However, 2 of his Pokemon are just going to die upon getting hit with Volt Switch here. Nothing to switch into, so I can just Volt Switch and get that electric damage. I should outspeed the Snorlax, so it's not going to have the chance to do anything like Recycle or anything. Yeah. Alright, and we're sending up... Oh, it's the Mimic... He's got the Mimikyu. Well, that's okay, because Rotom can handle Mimikyu as well. Let's go ahead and cut its attack with Will-O-Wisp. You know, we're faster than it. Curse? Oh, that's not good. That's gonna take away one... Curse Rotom? Who uses Curse Rotom? Or Curse Mimikyu? Who uses Curse Mimikyu? Yeah, I did not expect him to have Curse. Because that's gonna put me on a clock, and I can't switch out to get rid of the Curse. Because I have nothing else. Shadow Sneak, that was pathetic, though. So we still have to break the Disguise. If I had known he had Curse, I could have broken the Disguise first off, and then maybe went for a Hex, which would have been super effective, and then knocked him out. Because now he's getting 3 turns of Curse damage on my poor Rotom here. Yeah, that's... Well, the Curse, obviously, it's working for him. It's working for him when you've got your opponent down to their final Pokemon. How much health are we going to have now? Uh, 50 health. We are max HP and max defense on this Rotom. But I don't know if we can survive an Arcanine attack here. Intimidate, I don't care about that. If we survive this attack, we win. I mean, look at this. We came back here. Came back a little bit. Extreme speed. We didn't... Critical hit. I don't know if that critical hit mattered or not. It might have mattered if we had killed the Mimikyu in 2 turns instead of 3 there, and had a bit more health. So yeah, we lose that one. That is okay. I don't think I'm going to make any changes to the team quite yet. I'm going to try it out a few more times. We haven't even used everything on here. So yeah, for now, that'll be all for now, and I'll see you guys next time.